We're running out of time, Anubarak. How far are we from the exit?
Not far. We have entered the Upper Kingdom. The exit should lead us to the base of the glacier itself. However, there are still hidden traps and pitfalls to account for.
Take cover! The entire passage collapsed. There's no time to dig through this. I'll have to move quickly and find my own way out. Hopefully Anubarak and the others survived. This is more like it. This is more like it. Finally. I'll be sinned if I get too close to those flames. At last. Frostmourne hungers. Frostmourne. I'll need this gold for when I reach the glacier. This is more like it. More of the Nerubians blasting with missiles. I'll have to time this perfectly. At last. Finally. Finally. At last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hunger more gold. This might help us later. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. At last. At last. Now, earthquake. What is it now? Tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers. This is no one orders me around. This is more. What is it now? At last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more. Frostmourne hungers. Faithless coward. Finally. You will end. At last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. At last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it. At last. Lich. No one knows. For the Lich. This is more. At last. Frostmourne hunger. This is more like it. At last. Speak, fool. Tread lightly. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. At last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it. I must find a way across this strange obstacle. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. At last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Speak, fool. At last. Finally. This is more like it. Finally. You will know endless time. This is more like it. At last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. At last. Frostmourne hungers. At last. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it. last, Frostmourne hungers. Finally. At last, Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. At last. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. At last. This is more like it. At last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Now Frostmourne. At last. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers.
Anubarak, you made it.
I see now why the Lich King chose you as his champion, Death Knight. Few men could have survived this labyrinth alone.
Tread lightly. No one understands. Frostmourne hunger. This
I
is
serve
more
another earthquake. We must hurry, Death Knight.
At last. Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. At last. This is more like it. Tread lightly. At last. Speak. What is it now? No one would see around. Something's breaking through. Defensive positions! No one would be around. Frostmourne. What is it? Speak, fool.
My might cannot be matched.
Tread lightly. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. At last. Finally. Tread lightly. Finally. What is it now? Speak, fool. Tread lightly.
I serve only the frozen.
No one orders me.
Your choice.
No one orders me.
Your choice.
Tread lightly. Speak, fool.
Speak.
What is it now? This is
my might cannot be matched.
No one orders me around. At last.
They're blocking the way to the exit. We'll have to fight our way through them to reach it. I have heard the
summons. Speak, fool. This is more like
your choice.
At last. Frostmourne hungers. Tread lightly.
Running out of time. We must find the exit.
Speak. No one. Last.
See to it.
Inventory is full.
Speak, fool.
I serve only the frozen
Tread
throne.
lightly, Frostborn
The
hums.
summons.
No one orders me around.
My might cannot be
Speak,
matched.
fool. Ah, at last. What is it now? Tread lightly.
I have heard the summons. Now quickly, head through that door. The exit to the surface lies just beyond.
It'll be good to see the sun again.
Remember, Illidan and the true battle still await us in the world above. Hopefully our trek through the Dark Earth bought us the precious time we needed.
We've made it in Uberak. Our forces are already assembled and waiting.
Greetings, King Arthas. You've arrived just in time. Illidan's Naga and Blood Elf forces have taken up positions at the base of the glacier and...
Arthas, my champion. You have come at last.
Master?
There is a fracture in my prison, the frozen throne, and my energies are seeping from it. That is why your powers have diminished.
But how?
The rune blade Frostmourne was once locked inside the throne as well. I thrust it from the ice, so that it would find its way to you, and then lead you to me. And so it has. Now, we face a grave danger. My creator, the Demon Lord Kil'jaeden, sent his agent here to destroy me. If they should reach the frozen throne before you, all will be lost. The Scourge will be undone. Now hurry. I will grant you all the power I can spare.
I saw another vision of the Lich King. He has restored my powers. I know now what I must do. It's time to end the game. Once and for all.